welcome to another episode of Claire Haire, the first episode of the year. Let's get it, and let's talk about how we will be saving money in 2025. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Welcome back. So I'm going to be sharing my top 5 things we're doing in 2025, and then you guys can put below what your New Year's resolutions are. I'm giving you a New Year's resolution, and your New Year's resolution is to like and subscribe, blah, 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 blah. But honestly, thank you guys so much. I can't believe this is the beginning of year 5. I now have my bachelor's degree in YouTube. Thank you guys so much. There was a graduation. But yes, I can't believe I've been entertaining you guys for the last 4, and this is going to be the beginning of the 5th year. Thank you guys so much. I can't believe we have 1 million views. Let's see. I'm so excited to see what the future is for Claire Haire TV this year. So coming in at number 5, YouTube, TikTok, community. So basically, I feel like there's going to be an influx and oversaturation. There is allegedly a ban going on for TikTok, okay? So I won't get banned. But apparently there is. So that means, where's all the kids going to go, right? So basically, just be prepared. There's going to be a lot of saturation. I think too, as well, this is a perfect time to start a YouTube channel as well, because now you'll have at least the basis for it. Because like I said, the numbers, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in a different video. I have a video scheduled for like YouTube, how to make money on YouTube, or at least get towards it, right? But definitely, if you're out there and you haven't started a YouTube channel, this is the time, because guess where the community on TikTok is gonna go to? They have to go somewhere. They just can't go offline, okay? Instagram is too serious, and then Facebook is for family and fighting, right? Fight Club Facebook. But yeah, definitely they got to go somewhere. And there's a lot of smaller apps that they're saying Lemonade, and they should go on that one. I was like, me personally, I don't see people going on any other app. The main thing about it is the fact that you can change your life on YouTube. You really can. And the amount of money that you make on here compared to the other apps is like, that's why they're so mean. That's why they're so mean with the restrictions, but it's because they know they can change your life on here. That's why. And then also, people coming over from TikTok, this is also a perfect chance, which I'm speaking to myself as well. This is a perfect time to start a shorts channel, or at least get your shorts ready, because I know for certain they're going to need some short video, because YouTube is more longhand. Like, you're on this video because it's about 25 minutes long. And you're here to listen to me talk. Okay, you listen to me talk for a while. So I really feel like for people who are on TikTok, you have to basically know how to entertain long term. But I also feel like with this too, and I have a separate video coming out next week about how to make the transition from TikTok to YouTube. But I also feel as though like this is going to really change your trajectory of music, because a lot of songs that I haven't heard in a while, I'll hear it on TikTok and I'll be like, oh, this was popping back in the day, or a song I never heard of. Like, there's a lot of songs like $1 Million Baby. That song, I've never heard it a day in my life, but I heard it on TikTok. For example, too, Mufasa, the musical that just came out, I just wanted a brother. That's how they sing it, that British accent. But like, wasn't even enticed to see the movie, which I haven't. I wasn't as enticed to see the movie until I heard the song. The song kept getting like reposted on TikTok left and right. So I also feel like it's also going to change the trajectory as well. It's also going to change the trajectory of where time is spent. Like I said, it's easily, like when I'm researching hairstyles and just researching like topics to talk about, you can easily spend time on there. So that's why I said like that's definitely gonna be my goal this year, is to basically get my TikTok and my YouTube community and put them to one getter. So that's gonna be my own goal. But definitely for sure, like if you feel like you don't want to start a YouTube channel, number 5 definitely for sure is start your YouTube channel. Know that you're gonna have a great audience, and then on top of that, my thing too is just that also being realistic about how long it's going to take to really make money on here. Like I said, like I've been here, it took me 4 years to get 10 million views, and then I'm almost at my watch time requirement. Okay, almost there. That's the last requirement I gotta get for me to start making money just from breathing, on this app. So definitely for sure, like I feel like you guys should start your YouTube channel. And the reason why I say that too is like, look how many different levels of bread. Like you think white bread said, oh my god, there's too much bread, let me stop making. Keep going. thing. So number 4 is gratefulness. Okay, I have it on here. I have it on here that we are living in a form, like sometimes you're literally living a form of prayer. So I prayed really hard to get a car because I didn't get I'll share the story with y'all just real quick, but I didn't get my first car till I was 27. I'm 33. So I've only had my car for 6 years, and I had to pay for that cash from my own money, from my own pocket, from me saving. And I prayed and I prayed and I prayed so hard because like, God, like this the third bus, like this the third bus that I had to, this the third bus I had to ride. It was just really scary how quickly we forget that we're living in a previous prayer. Like that's all about being thankfulness. Like even when I went to the ballet, I better have watched that. Even when I went to the ballet, I was just like, the little girl in me is just like, I couldn't fathom that like I was able to see it because I've always been obsessed with ballet since I was a little girl, and I got my dreams crushed about being a ballet dancer because, I am 5'10". There's not a lot of dancers out there, and plus, like after watching the Nutcracker, I see why ballet dancers are shorter. I get it now. I understand. It's a lot of limbs to throw around. Okay, it's a lot of limbs to throw around. I spend one time, they could have spent 4 times already. It's a lot. Okay, it's a lot of length. Okay. But yeah, I had like a surreal moment when I was at the ballet. I was like, damn. And like the thing was like the tickets weren't cheap, baby, and it was paid. I was like, wait, like let's live in this moment right quick. Let's put our phones down. That's another thing too, like that goes with gratefulness, is literally like living in the moment. Like there's been plenty of times where like I literally was just going through events like, okay, I got to go through this event in February, January, March, and I forget that I prayed for that event. Like I wanted this event so bad, and that like it's just so easy for you to not be grateful. And then also I feel like I said, like they said, what was it? Comparison is the thief of joy is correct, because you see, okay, you got your car, but this person got a Rolls Royce. Okay, you got your apartment, but this person's in a studio apartment. So it's very easy to get lost in all of that. And honestly, like I can say the only time I've ever felt like I wasn't running fast enough is when I look to the left and the right and be like, okay, everybody's past me. I'm still running fast. Does that make any sense? Like I'm still running fast, but when you look to the left and the right, you're just like, dang, like I feel like everybody's lapping me right now. Like, I can definitely say like definitely gratefulness. Another thing too, another form of gratefulness is giving back. Like I will always say like my biggest give back is my channel, like sharing my secrets, sharing my story, sharing my discernment, hair tutorials, cosplay tips. Like I still feel like the biggest way that I wanted to, besides the fact that it do be fun sometimes, not the 3 hour of editing, not that, but it does, like I do forget because I'm having so much fun doing it, that like it is a form of, I still say my YouTube's a form of giving back, because even if like let's say I get God or something happens, right, my channel still will be here to instruct people. Like I still see like on my analytics, I see y'all watching like my previous videos, and I was like, dang, like y'all are like now catching up to like 2022. Okay, come with me. But I do see like a lot of like the previous videos, like, and I looked at those videos like, dang, like people are still taking notes, like people are still watching my content, so from a while back. So it's really nice to know that people go back. I also have as well for gratefulness is just saying thank you to people who are in your life. Like a lot of us have a tendency, I'm not trying to preach to y'all, but a lot of us have a tendency to just be like, okay, well, this person's my friend, I don't need to hear that. Like I have this way, I know it's really corny, but sometimes like I will, after I go to an event with a friend, like I'll text them like, hey, thanks for coming out with me. Hey, thank you for like, it's something real corny. Yes, we've been friends for years, but like it's something real corny and really small, but like I'd rather say that I said thank you and hey, I care about you, Like I'd rather say these words to these people compared to I can look back and regret. Maybe that's why I walk around with some regret, like without regret, because I don't I always tell people like, hey, thank you so much. Hey, thank you for your birthday. Like, y'all really cared about me. Like my whole, all that, just practice gratefulness. Number 3 is health. I'm coming for y'all today. Go to bed. That is a New Year's resolution for me, is go to bed. I literally have on here. I want to try, keyword try. I want to try to go to bed by 10:30 p.m. Hold for the applause. Like, hold for the applause. But I want to go to bed by 10:30 this year. Like for 2025, for like, I have a tendency that when I'm editing, and I know I could edit faster, but I want to enjoy my day too. But like, there's some days where like I'm editing. I think Sunday when I had to do the ballet, right? I went right after the ballet. I went and edited, and I was editing that till like 1:00 in the morning. And that's like rare, but on a regular, there's some days where I'm just like, Claire, you can go to bed now. But I'm just like, you know, the millennial in me wants my revenge of like, I was never allowed to stay up, so I need to stay up now. I need to stop that. I noticed that, not that I'm aging like that, but I have noticed that my skin looks way better after a night of sleep. I know it's profound, everybody. I know it's profound. I know it is, but honestly, going to sleep, go to bed, like go to bed. I don't know how else to describe it, but go to bed. Like, I know it's something profound. I feel like I'm your mama or whatever, but go to bed. You can go to bed. You can do it. And another thing too that I do, so I can go to sleep faster too, is like I want to say, like, after I have my meal, I start turning lights off. So it can like condition my brain, like, hey, it's time to go. I don't have a TV in my bed. I know. I go to sleep to the ocean sounds of the ocean, manufactured by AI. But yeah, I don't have a TV in my room. Like, I truly feel like going to bed without any blue light or whatever. Like, at one point, like, too, as well as like, I turn the brightness down on my phone as well. So I make sure that there's no reasoning for my brain to think it's time to still stay up. I think I checked my last social media post like around like 9:30 is like the cutoff. I also have a tendency, like, I'll have dinner and I'll put my phone in the room. Okay, so I won't have to worry about like possibly checking to see. So if something happened, if I don't know, if Mickey Mouse try to attack you in the middle of the night, don't call me because I won't be on my phone. But definitely for sure sleep. Health wise, I feel like I'm very fit. I know y'all see the body. Yeah, I know y'all see the Boston Tea Party, this Boston Tea body. I know y'all see it. I feel like health-wise, I'm good with that, with being exercising. But I feel like sleep is my weakness. Water, I'm getting better. Like, I'm trying to drink my full 150 because it's supposed to be. You supposed to drink how many ounces, how much you weigh. So I'm about 155, 160, I think, child. And so I drink that much in ounces a day. So like, I have like a tumbler. It's over there. I have a tumbler. It's 40 ounces. So I gotta drink this, like, this big. It's this big. So I drink 40 of them. I drink 4 of the 40 ounces to get to 160. Okay, so I drink 4 of them and I clear them out each day. So I think that's definitely also my skin too. Like, even with makeup too, like, that's another thing too for self-care, is that I'm not gonna wear makeup as often, but I don't wear makeup like anyway. I mean, I put this on for like certain episodes. I put makeup on because I feel like I need to grab your attention. But other than that, no, I've definitely cut back on my makeup wearing. Like, unless it's an event, in the event, I will be photographed. Like, if we just hanging out at your house, I'm not putting makeup on. If we're going to be photographed or going to an event, makeup will be done. Yes. But it depends on what event as well. Like, if we're going to be outside and be sweating, I'm not wearing makeup. Okay. I'm not spending all this money on this skincare routine for me not to be able to wear my skin out. That don't make no sense. But, yeah, like that. And then, but definitely sleep is the craziest one, especially with social media. I guess that ties into like cutting back on Cutting back on social media, I think too, as well. I think I do really good with that. The only thing about it is that people get their feelings hurt because they're just like, you didn't view my story, or you didn't view this. I was like, baby, I didn't even view my own story. I literally just dropped the video off and I go, because I have to feed the algorithm. I have to feed it. Like, even then, this is Christmas Eve that I'm filming this, and I have to premiere this on J1. So I have to make sure I'm done editing this and have it ready and prepped to show y'all tomorrow. So I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, that's why I said that's for health. So next one is reciprocity. Ooh, this one was hard. This one's hard because I used to be a people pleaser. I know, as much as you hear me talk about myself, I used to be a people pleaser. Heavy bet. I used to be a people pleaser, and reciprocity is a big ticket item for me because I'm so used to putting other people's feelings and emotions first. A lot of people are like, oh, holding space. I was like, no, like I literally had, I won't say an addiction, but like I literally would hold space for people. Like, for example, if I think you're upset with me, I'm just like, okay, let me just hold space and just think about this person. How, like, all right, so now going forward, if you have a problem with Claire, you need to tell her. There's no, okay, well, you should have known I was upset with you. I was really upset with you. I was like, and how come you didn't say anything? You need to be confident in your relationship. Like I said, people pleasing stems from insecurity. So you need to be confident. You need to be confident in your relationship enough that you can come to this person with honesty and know it's not going to end, or know it's not going to start any malice or anything. And I feel like that's a big ticket. I'm not the only one. I feel like it's a big ticket item is the fact that a lot of people please thinking that they're fixing the situation. I was like, you're only making it worse, because now you're training this person that your feelings do not matter. And then another thing too is reciprocity with relationships. That's another thing too. Like, it's so funny is that I'm the opposite. Like, I dismiss men way more than I dismiss women. Does that make any sense? As in, like, if a dude does me wrong one time, he's gone. I have zero tolerance. But if I have a friendship and she's actually kind of funny, I was like, well, she was on her period, and she was going through it. She was hormonal. Like, I'll give a woman so many times. But I really value like female friendships. Like I really value female friendships. But there's got to come a time where we got to stop doing it one-sided friendships. Like, I noticed that I have a tendency to attract a lot of one-sided friendships, and it makes sense because I'm a very selfless person. I'll give you the scarf off my back, okay? So I can see how I can attract that a lot, and that's something I noticed within myself. This is why I said, like, you got to definitely hold yourself accountable. However, I noticed too is just that once I pulled back, I lost a lot of relationships. So I was like, okay, so the relationship was only going, the gas for the relationship the fuel was from me. You know where I'm coming from? So I feel like a lot of the times we have a tendency, especially as women, to where we just kind of put everybody else first. We make ourselves feel small, but definitely for sure 2025 for me is all about reciprocity. If I feel like I have to plan all the outings, I feel like I have to reach out first, we will no longer have a relationship anymore. Okay. And I know a lot of people are just like, okay, that's really harsh. It's not harsh. It's, to me, you're lower on the priority list. Okay. You're lower on the priority list. And I feel like as well that we have a tendency to want numbers. We're so pressed about how many friends we have, how many relationships we have. We need to be, if you have one good friend outside of God, okay, you have one good friend, you are the most richest person walking this earth, okay? You are one of the most richest people walking this earth if you have one friend. Because what ends up happening is, as we age, like, we have a tendency to just want everybody to do everything for us because we're dealing with life. Like, we walk outside the door and we're dealing with life. So we have a tendency to want everybody to do it, which is understandable. But you need to also, like, I think at one point I went through my phone, okay? I went through my phone and I was messaging like a former friend. I was like, all these conversations are from me starting the conversation. And there's a difference between you being an introvert and you being antisocial. But all of the conversations was from, it'll be blank, blank, blank. I say, hey, back and forth, friend, blank. Hey, relationships like that, I promise you, you're not losing them. And then this is another thing too, just real quick for reciprocity in relationships as well, is that this also goes for effort for when you're putting gifts towards other people. Okay, so if you feel like you went to the detail and found this person, you went to the top of Kilimanjaro and found like the perfect ice to put in a necklace for your friend, and they gave you a gift card, match energies. Like, that's the main issue, is that we need to match energies. Okay, coming in at number 1 is cutting back and saving money. Let me tell you something. Speaking to I wanted to let you know, I'm talking to Claire. There's a lot of stuff that I can cut back on. Okay, there's a lot of stuff. I'm literally using an aluminum foil pan as my light controller. Okay, we gotta find ways to cut and save money. I don't care what's coming or whatever they're saying, hey, it's gonna happen. We need to find a way to save money. There's so many, like I'm doing my cleanse too. After I'm done filming, I'm doing my cleanse for my closet as well. There's so many clothes in my drawers that still have tags on them. There's so many clothes. I'm whispering because I'm ashamed. There's so many clothes in my closet that I've only worn once. And it's not like a specialty outfit. Like, you have specialty outfits where like, you're not going to wear it again unless this event comes up. But there's so many clothes in there that I don't touch. And I was like, why am I like this? It's either was from a previous clothing haul, or they're like, oh, you got to get this outfit and the outfit's out of trend now. So I'm telling you, I'm going to go into my closet probably today and tomorrow. It's not going to be I still want to enjoy my New Year's Day. Okay. But there's a lot of clothes in there. Same thing with hair. I went through and pretty much, I wouldn't say I purchased, but like I pretty much purchased my hair. I purchased my hair for the year, pretty much, if that makes any sense. So I went through and I was like, okay, well, this half wig is still good. I can use this. This braiding hair is still good. I can use this. My hair is getting really, really thick, so I can actually start doing hairstyles where the style will actually stay, or I'll wear my hair out more often. And washing, even stuff I'm going back to basics on every single thing, like clothes wise, same thing with makeup. I mean, I never spent money on makeup anyways, but like anything, like I'm telling you, this 2025, you're going to see cheap Claire. Okay. You're going to see Miss Cheap Claire this year. Because there's no reason why, and I can put this on my everything. There's no reason why there's so much stuff in my closet I haven't touched. Shoes too. Shoes I already did. I cleansed out shoes that I know I'm not gonna wear. I know either the fit is off, or it's either the fit is off, or I don't like it at all. Like I never liked it. I got the style because I thought it was gonna be cute on whatever, and I never returned it. Like all that stuff's getting donated. Okay, I already have 2 bags. I have another bag I'm working on just for my drawers alone. But there's some clothes in there from when I was at USF, and that was a decade ago when I graduated. I was like, oh my god, but. There's just so much stuff we can cut back on. Food, I already cut back on food, period. Like, I have a tendency when I'm at work, I tend to eat out for lunch. That's done. Nails wise, okay, nails, I can't undo that. So I can't. Okay, the nails thing, I gotta keep. Okay, because you see him, right? You see him? Do you see him? Okay. The nails thing, I can't cut back on. Okay. But everything else is getting cut. The amount of brunches I go to, well, that's already dying down because like, I feel like a lot of my friends, we're all in our mid-30s and we're getting to the point where like, we'll see you quarterly. Okay. We'll see you quarterly or biannually, baby. Because it's just like, you're just so tired when you get off of work. It's a millennial thing, but like, I feel like we're coming to where it's like, and then on top of that, I stopped going out. Like, I want to say I was never a clubber like that anyways in my 30s, but definitely for sure, like, unless it's an event and it's a good event, you will not see me there. I will not be in attendance. Comic-Con, I can't not do that. That's the nerdy girl in me. I will never cut Comic-Con out. That's always in the budget. But everything else, and my advice to you as well. My advice to you as well. Whatever you can cut down, you don't need that extra. You don't need new bundles. You have bundles that work perfectly fine. You don't need new you don't need new lipstick. Mix them. This is a mix. I've mixed two mixed colors together to get this pink. Stop playing. Like, you don't need that. Same thing with eating out. Cooking. Sometimes cooking your meal is cheaper than eating out. Like, I cooked some salmon and it would have cost $30, and I got that salmon off half sale at Publix. Okay, whatever you can do to cut out, but definitely for sure leave your New Year's resolutions below so we can hold you accountable. We'll be checking back in 3 days to see if you still want to do it. But once again, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025. Don't forget to subscribe, share. It's Claire Haire.